and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then don't forget to subscribe down below, and without much further ado, let's get on with the video. Today I thought I would share my thoughts on the films that I saw in the month of August, because I saw quite a lot of films and most of them were so good and I fell in love. Some of them were meh, and one of them I will not be seeing again. I won't. The first film I saw this month was Star Trek Beyond. Now, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I preferred the first two of this new reboot, mainly because I really like J.J. Abrams' style and I thought there was more action in it, but I do appreciate that this Star Trek went kind of back to the roots of what Star Trek is. Kirk and his crew go to an unknown planet, get stuck, something happens, and by some miracle they save the day and everything is fine, even though it didn't look like that would ever happen. I did also like how they gave the more background characters bigger parts in this film and allowed like the Spock, Bones, Kirk relationship to kind of go back to what it originally was. I liked it, but I didn't love it. The second film I saw last month was Suicide Squad. Now, as we all know, Suicide Squad was probably the most anticipated film this year, and I am kind of upset because it was so close to being good that it was annoying, and I loved it, don't get me wrong. I loved everything about it except from the way that they edited the plot together, because I would have loved to see more about Katana, Boomerang. Like, I wanted to see their backstories as well, and also I don't think Jared Leto had enough time in this film to prove the Joker he was, so people don't like him as the Joker. I personally did like it. I liked his take on the kind of like mafia gang leader kind of take on it. I just don't think he had enough time to show everyone what he can do as the Joker. So I hope if there's a Joker movie or a Harlequin movie or Suicide 2 even, they incorporate him more so we get to see more of Jared Leto. When I talk about Suicide Squad, I say I loved it so much, but I would spend good money to see a 3-hour version. Just everything they cut out ever in there. I don't even care if it doesn't make any more sense. Like, I just want to see every scene that they deleted, because so much went into that film that we didn't see, but we heard about. And everything in the trailer. I want to see all of that, okay? That's what I want to see. That is what I want to see. The third film that I went to see this month was Jason Bourne. It just went along, the plot was obvious, and nothing really was worked out in the end. They said, we're going to bring you in, or we're going to kill you. And they tried to bring him in, but they didn't kill him. And then they just ended the film by saying, we're going to bring you in or we're going to kill you. Like, nothing really happened. Also, it gave me motion sickness, which I don't like from films. So my overall response is, I did not like that film. I will not be seeing it again. There you go. The fourth film I went to see this month was actually Suicide Squad again. I first saw it with my family and then I went to see it with my friends. And the second time, can I tell you, second time's the charm. Honestly, that film was 20 times better the second time I watched it, because I knew what the plot was, so I could focus more on the effects and the cinematography and everything around the plot, and it just made me so happy, guys. I saw so much that I didn't see the first time, and I understood so much, and it just made so much more sense. So if you've seen Suicide Squad once and you went, didn't really like it, didn't really make sense, watch it again, because I promise you it'll be 20 times better. So for that second screening of Suicide Squad, second time's the charm is the only thing I can say. The fifth film that I went to see last month was Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. Now, this was your average comedy. It didn't really do much. Like, I don't like to laugh out loud in the cinema because I don't like to be a distracting person. Like, when we went to see Suicide Squad the second time, the people behind us would not shut up, and I just can't deal with it. So I don't want to be one of those people, so I don't usually laugh out loud. It was like Bad Neighbours, but like a really low-key Bad Neighbours. It wasn't as funny. It was interesting and it had a good plot, but it wasn't laugh out loud, I'm dying, this is so funny film, which is what I thought it would be. So kind of disappointed, but I kind of liked it. So I would say I liked it, but it could have been funnier. The sixth film that I went to see in August was The Beautiful Lights Out. Now, I've been wanting to see this film for so long. I don't know if I actually said it in a previous video, I might have, I can't remember, but this film was like my most anticipated film of like this summer, and I wasn't wrong. It was beautiful. Honestly, I love it so much. Sandberg is now like top of my list of favourite directors, up there with James Wan and Guillermo del Toro. I bloomin' loved this film so much. Everything. I can't find fault in like anything from that film, like at all. It was just so beautiful. There's one shot where a kid has a candle and he falls to the floor and the only thing lighting him is that candle, and then he gets dragged backwards. It's such a beautiful shot, and it's just... My way to sum up this film is it was beautiful. Please go and watch it if you haven't. It's just like phenomenal. It's goals in everything. It's cinematography, it's directing, it's plot, everything is just goals. The film that I went to see this month was Nerve. Now, I wasn't really expecting much from this film because the trailer kind of gave away most of the plot. I couldn't have been more wrong. I loved this film so much. All the messages in it onto like be safe on the internet, everything like that. Our whole society is just, it's just such a good film, guys. Also, it is one of the only films that I've actually not known how it was going to end, and I was on the edge of my seat. So yeah, Nerve is just an on the edge, full of moral messages, kind of scary, not in a sense of but in a sense of oh my god, this could actually happen sense. It's very good, guys. I really liked it. I really want to see it again, actually. Probably going to buy it on DVD, but yes, I recommend it so much. The Purge Election Day. I cannot like even begin to tell you my love for the Purge films, because the whole concept is terrifying, because it could actually happen. Because someone in the world is probably thinking, this is what we need to do. We need to allow once a year for 12 hours you can commit any crime to pretty much anyone that you want. No one's going to stop you. You could murder whoever you want. You could steal whatever you want. Like, there is people out there who really probably think this should be a thing, which is terrifying. Plus all the like moral messages that went into the Purge election year. Like, obviously that isn't real, but all the stuff that was being said can apply to our world, and it's just crazy. Plus, I didn't think they were actually going to show like all the gore side of it, because usually they don't, but you see someone get rolled under a car, you see explode, you see so much gore and death. It just sums up perfectly our whole society being desensitized to violence. Media studies comes in handy when you want to sound smart, but it's so good, and I really want to see it again because it's just so good. It really is. I love the Purge films. The way I want to sum up this film is scary because someone's thinking it's a good idea and the messages behind it, oh my god, but on a whole, a beautiful film with a beautiful plot and just beautiful cinematography and beautiful everything, and just beautiful. I then went to see Bad Mums. Now, this again is kind of like Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I was expecting funnier. It was kind of just pointlessly crude, like, all the way through. Like, if they found any free slot, they would just throw in some rude joke or some rude anything. Like, just anything rude that you can think of. Like, they would just throw it in there for basically no reason, just because they can. And I thought maybe sometimes it was a bit excessive and they need to calm down. But overall, it was a good plot. And it was very sad at times when it was like, oh, the child basically just said that her mum was rubbish at everything she does. And I was just like, well, that's rude. But I really liked it. I probably won't be watching it again anytime soon, but if it's on the TV and there's nothing else to watch, then I will watch it again. I will not be watching it with my family though, because that is just uncomfortable on so many levels. So to sum that up, good film, could have been funnier, needed to be less crude because it did not need it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then do not forget to subscribe down below. Also give this video a thumbs up if you like what I do here, and comment down below what was your favourite film of August. Now that can be at the cinema, it can be on TV, it can be a DVD/Blu-ray that you just picked up. What was your favourite film of August? But until next time, bye!